Yo, what's up? It's your favorite Samoan Barkeep here. And today we're going to highlight our most recent bottle haul. Lots of good bottles. Let's check it out. Alright, so go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions or any comments, throw some comments in there too. All of that helps the channel. If you are into that type of thing, the Patreon is going to be up and running soon. So definitely check me out on Patreon. I got lots of different gifts to anyone who joins, including some Samoan Barkeep merch, as well as samples and other things. So, you know, if you're down, go ahead and check it out on Patreon, your favorite Samoan Barkeep. No obligation, but just if that's your thing, check it out. So while we're going through today's bottle haul, I'm going to be trying Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 11. So this is a bottle that I bought, and subsequently Toast Malone came and stole it. So he was nice enough to leave me with a sample of it. So instead of having the full bottle here, I have the Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 11. Looks like it got smudged a little bit, but it's around 130 proof. But, you know, Toast Malone jacked me, left me with the 2-ounce sample. So, you know, at least I can tell you if it's worth picking up. So Old Carter American Whiskey. Ooh. Ooh, that is really nice on the nose. I do get a little bit of the ethanol forward on the nose, so pretty high proof on that one. All right, we're going to let that one sit for a minute before we get into that. So, bottle haul. We got a few bottles locally. A bunch of these were picked up by some buddies that were on some trips. So we got some good bottles. Actually, we got some excellent bottles. Very excited about this. And then I also have some coming next week that we probably should have waited and just done all of them. But, you know, I couldn't wait. Let's highlight what we got. All right, so first of all, we got the Heaven and Hill Bottled and Bond 7-year bourbon. So, I know this is just a regular in most places around the country, but this actually just made it here to Washington. So, at the price point, which the best price I've seen around here was $50. So for $50, this is a great bottle. Most of the regular stores around here are selling it for like over $80. And so that's a little too much in my opinion to pay for this bottle. But if you can get this for $40 or $50, pick it up. It's a very solid bottled and bond. Very good bottle there. Leave my giant water bottle here blocking everything. Let's move that out the way. All right, so next up, Total Wine had an Eagle Rare store pick. So Eagle Rare is already one of my favorite bottles. When you start getting into these single barrel selects, these things are bangers. So another local place, Proper and Earnest and Liquor and Liquor, they have a pick. I haven't been able to make it out there to grab one yet. It's supposed to be amazing. But the Total Wine pick is very good as well. So this one is barrel number 10. So I haven't actually tried this barrel yet. But the last Eagle Rare store pick from Total Wine was a banger. And for, excuse me, $40 or something out the door, you can't go wrong with Eagle Rare picks. All right, so this next bottle, I've been trying to finish my collection over here. You can see I have the aged 12 years, full proof, small batch, and single barrel. So I was able to finally attain 1792 sweet wheat. So this one actually was a gift from a good friend over in Idaho. So appreciate you. Thank you for sending me this bottle. Very excited to get that. I've already had it before. I've tasted it. I don't recall if it was worth it or not, but I mean it's a pretty budget friendly bottle. It's about $40 if you can find it at MSRP. So at MSRP, well, let's not say anything. I gotta actually do a review of that because it's been a while since I've tasted it. But very excited to add that to my 1792 collection. What else is there? I have I had the bottled in bond, but a friend didn't have it, so they wanted the bottle, so they bought it off of me. Or I'm sorry, they took it off of me. So I need to get a replacement for that bottled in bond, and then all the super rare ones, I guess. So high rye, port finish. I don't know. Remind me in the comments what other ones I'm missing, but there's still a handful of other ones I need as well. But anyways, very excited. I got the 12-year a couple weeks ago. Now we got the sweet wheat, so we're getting close. All right, well, the next two bottles here, these are ones that have been another one that's been widely available throughout the country, and they're just making their way here to Washington. So the first one is the Larceny Barrel Proof C Batch C923. So, as you can see, have not opened that one up yet. But Larceny's been getting better and better with each batch. So very excited to get into that C batch. So you already know if we're talking C batches, we gotta be talking Elijah Craig Barrel Proof ECBP C923. So after the last batch came out, everyone was up in arms because it had like an 11-year age statement, and they said, oh, from now on they're just going to it's going to get younger and younger. And Heaven Hill came out and slapped us all in the face and said, how about we hit you with the 13-year, 7-month. 133 proof. If you haven't had this yet, if you like ECBP, it is delicious. So mine's not open, but my buddy opened one when we were at his bottle share. So I was able to try his. It is very, very good. It's pretty hot. That was a fresh crack, so it was very hot. We wanted to let it open up for a couple weeks. But if you love those ECBP Heaven Hill flavors, definitely get yourself a C batch. All right, this Old Carter. It's very different on the nose than what I'm familiar with. So I'm getting ethanol. I'm getting some kind of sweetness, like a caramel. It's really weird. It smells good. Minus the ethanol blasting me, but yeah, I'm not familiar with those notes on the nose. Let's try it out. You definitely feel that proof 134. It doesn't drink really hot, but you feel it. It's a real interesting flavor on that. I get some, almost a citrusy note mixed in with that kind of like the caramely, almost like bready, a little bit bready flavor I get on this one, like a bread pudding maybe. That's definitely different than anything I've ever tasted. So that Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 11, 134.6 proof. I'm digging it. I'll definitely pick up a bottle if you can find that. So definitely check that out. And last but not least, let's get to the last two bottles of our haul today. So first, been on the hunt for this bottle for a while here. Not because of the juice, but because I'm a tater. So I'm not going to lie. I tried this at a bar. I did not think it was very good at all. But, you know, it's an iconic bottle for people in the bourbon whiskey. So I had to grab it. So I'm talking Elmer T. Lee. So, good friend hooked me up with that bottle. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Elmer T. Lee, this is coming in 90 proof single barrel sour mash. One of the, it's made from Buffalo Trace. I mean, the MSRP on this is like $40 if you can find it. I paid a little bit more than that, but, you know, it was fine. I haven't seen it myself yet, so I was glad to pay a little bit for that. So, finally able to procure that bottle there, Elmer T. Lee. Boom. And then last, but definitely not least, from my favorite distillery. Pretty sure if you've been watching my videos, you've heard me crying about this bottle, not being able to find it. Well, guess what? We finally got it. So, that is the Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled American Single Malt, finished in sherry casks. So, Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled special release from 2022, I think. American Single Malt Whiskey Oloroso Sherry Cask finished. This is 107.8 proof. And crafted from 100% malted barley, twice barreled for a complex taste and bottled straight from the finest Oloroso sherry casks. So, I love sherry finishes. I love Jack Daniel's. I don't love single malts, so that's where we could, they might lose me. A little dusty. A little musty dusty on this old bottle. There we go. So once again, there we go. Another twice barreled Jack Daniel's. Boom. All right. So that is the haul for today. I've had a lot of luck so far with, just talking about what bottles I'm looking for. And then when people find them, they hit me up. So we're going to keep that tradition going. If you see an extra Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, right? We got all the other ones. Might as well throw a Coy Hill in there. Or maybe if you see the 2020 special release, the, the Barrel Proof Rye, let me know. If you see the 100-year Elmer, I forget what it's called, the Dead Man or something, let me know. No, but anyways, hit me in the comments. Which one of these bottles, if you've tried them, is your favorite? Which one would you be looking forward most to getting into first? For me, since I've already had the C923, I've already had the Eagle Rare Store Pick, I've had Elmer. I mean, I've had all of these. So, with the exception of the Jack and the Larceny, and no shame to Larceny, but my first choice is getting into this Jack. So, let me know what you'd get into first. And don't sleep on that Old Carter. It's impossible to find here in Washington. Luckily, I found a shop that ships it, and it's a pretty decent price. So, I was able to get that bottle shipped up here, and then, somebody stole it, but at least I got a sample out of it. The American whiskey is definitely pretty solid. And I also tried the Barrel Strength Rye Old Carter at a buddy's house. That's very good too if you like ryes. So, stay tuned for next week because we got a whopper of a bottle coming in. Fingers crossed that it makes it safe. But you'll definitely want to catch probably the biggest bottle that I've picked up so far. And with that, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Cheers. That American whiskey is definitely different.